Hi everyone, this is James Van Praagh, and you may recognize me from many years on television and such shows as Oprah, Larry King Live, and many others, and many of the books that I've written about self-empowerment, spirituality, and that I'm really one of the most recognized, I guess you would say, spiritual teachers in the world, really helping people and reminding them who they are, that they are souls having this human experience. You know, every single person is a healer. You don't have to look outside yourself to be healed. I'm going to give you the very techniques that I have used for 35 years doing the art of healing. As a medium, it's healing work. It's touching into that essence of your soul, that life force, remembering that and then applying it. Today I want to share with you 3 crucial keys for unlocking your healing energy field. These are truly powerful techniques which will help you bring healing to your mind, body, and spirit. And if you work in any healing profession, they will revolutionize your work with your clients. So let's get started. We receive information through the 5 senses of sight, touch, taste, smell, and hearing. And these sense memories that we gather throughout our lives inform us, create really our attitudes, emotions, and actions. And they go beyond our core senses. There's another sense. There's other senses around us. We have other and many, a multitude really, of more sensitive ways of engaging this world around us beyond those 5 senses. Did you know that all living beings generate and have around them an electromagnetic field, or biofields, as many refer to it, that have the ability to receive information and deliver instructions? Movement of cells, this very movement of cells and neural signals to the brain within this physical structure, within the physical body, create what's called energy and energy fields. And these energy fields reach beyond the boundary of the skin. It goes way beyond that. So this very subtle energy is very subtle compared to the magnetic field of the earth. Our radiant human energy field allows for lightning fast communication. And that's how I work. Through my energy fields, I receive messages from the spirit world. That's how my healing comes in. Our energy fields are a repository of our life experiences. Everything we've ever had happen in our life, memories, situations are all there. They're all recognized and remembered in the energy fields. An archive of this personal and inherited memories, traumas, and injuries are also there. Then there's the regulatory systems within our bodies, stimulus and response. Stimulus and response, act and response. And that's also received from our energy fields. So we're being influenced constantly by what's in these energy fields. The energy fields of other living things, many people refer to as the aura, they also influence us too. In fact, our energy fields are a symphony of movements all the time because people think of us and we think of them. So there's a constant movement within these energy fields. Now, for example, the energy field created by your heart expressing a strong emotional state. You feel that. And thought patterns, what you're thinking, and heart rate changes by your thoughts. If you're an anxious person, you transmit your emotional state to others. They'll pick up on that. They'll pick up on your energy without saying anything, without talking to you, just by feeling the energy. When you walk into a room, they'll feel your energy, you'll feel their energy. It's incredible communication, sophisticated communication. How do we revitalize this auric field, the energy field? Because many people that I've met over the many years walk around with blockages in the flow of the energy field. The energy can't flow if there's a block. So it compromises our health, our well-being, and we need to clear and restore this field so the essential flow of energy, the life force, the prana, it opens up this field. It's vital that we maintain our mental health, our physical, emotional, and spiritual health. That's up to us. That's our responsibility. Now, while there are many ways that you can rejuvenate your energies, I have found 3 simple practices that I've been using for many, many years that work, that re-energize me in just a few minutes. That's all it takes. It doesn't take a long time, just a few minutes. And it's important to use all of your core senses in these 3 practices. And it's also very imperative to employ your energy fields. Become aware of them, recognize them. So the 3 practices are these. 1, movement. We move constantly. Energy is always moving. Whenever you have energy that's stuck and stagnant, it opens up for disease and debris to clutter you. So try to establish some kind of a movement in practice, whether it's yoga, whether it's swimming, whether it's running, at least like 10 minutes a day to get things moving. And the endorphins are flowing too when you do that. This will, really will have that strong effect on opening up that physical flow, opening up the energy fields, and the physical and energetic fields completely start dancing. So it's really good. I employ these movements also that I've learned in Tai Chi and Qigong classes. I've taken those. It's all this beautiful energy you're bringing in, you're moving the energy to the body. So the movement you choose, whatever is personal to you, can be as simple, nothing major, can really be as simple as shaking body parts, jumping up and down. And when I take a break, I don't sit and rest. I move. I have to be moving. So get movement in there. So I want to share with you 3 specific movements that I do, techniques for movement. You can come up with your own, of course, but this is just to give you an idea to get started. And now remember being the movement. The energy moves in through the body and out and constantly moving. And when you're moving that energy, and remember that you are also moving the energy fields, the layers surrounding you and going out. I often think that we're like gardens, and that the more we put into the garden, the more we seed and fertilize, the more expansive those fields become. We're like flowers, or a lotus, and opens up, and the colors change depending on how much we give it, how much attention. So with movement, it can be a simple little movement. These are 3 different ones that I do. This first movement is taking the divine energy and actually recognizing it coming into you. Because some people can't just sit there and feel the energy come in. They need some kind of a movement. So this is the one I use. The divine source energy in my left hand coming down to my left hand, through my arm to my heart. The right hand stays in the heart. And I acknowledge and I feel the divine source. And you can also use a prayer and intention here too. I recognize this divine force. I'm working with this God power as I recognize it from the cosmos. I also recognize it within me. I am part of that cosmic energy. So whatever prayer you want to do, that's fine. You can do that one. It's a good one. It gets you right there. Another one to clear the space a little bit and get the movement of the energy fields around you and through you, of course, the energy. Sometimes because of these blockages, we need a little breaking up the energy. So I do this. I clap. I'm moving any stuck energy that's in my fields. With the intention, before I start doing the movement, I'm clearing. Some people like to use this sort of thing, just changing it around, or this, creating a vortex. You can also do another type of movement that works for you, such as this sort of thing. Just with the intention, I'm going to send out any energies that are stuck, that are in my energy fields, and just imagine as you throw out your hands, you're throwing out that energy that's blocking those fields, okay? That's one way you can do that. And remember that Mother Earth is a lovely, lovely energy. She takes care of us. She has an interest in us. And she likes to take all of our stuff, our negative stuff, our bad stuff, people's energy that's sitting on you. So really you can do this other movement like this, just sending down that energy to Mother Earth and let her use it because she'll transmute it to love. She needs our fertilizer. And that's all the junk that we no longer need. When you start doing that, this movement, you'll feel it. You'll feel the energy fields enlighten, and you'll feel yourself expanding. So those are ways you can try and find one for yourself that works for you. Okay, the other technique I want to give you for movement is you can also use a bell or a musical instrument to break up the energy in the energy field. I use this. I go to all the chakras. I feel different already, so you can do that one. That's a real good one too. So a lot of old cultures, if you will, throughout the world have used these types of techniques or something like that to do this exact thing, opening up this field, opening up the energy fields so they are more aware, if you will, of the divine power of God within them, coming through them, using them for their healing work. It's important that you do this type of work, the movement work, the awareness of the movement, because You want to make sure when you work with a client that they recognize your energy is very open, that you yourself have no blockages, because why would they come to the healer if you have blockages, real blocked up? They want a clean, pristine, pure worker to work with them. You would, right? So that will help. The second crucial key is awareness. By being aware, by enhancing these 5 core senses of sight, touch, taste, smell, and hearing, by filling your awareness with this wonderful sensual stimulation, being overly aware, if you will. You know, a lot of visual artists have very, very superior visualization skills because they are intensely aware of colors, the world around them, the value of color, what color means, what shapes mean. They can recognize the distances in the visual field. They can see these colors or feel these colors. And musicians have a keen sense of hearing. Of course they do. And a really good, strong sense of touch they would also have for musicians. And it's so funny, even great cooks, chefs, develop a wonderful sense of taste, smell, and visual sense presentation. They need that for their work. So expanding your senses by focusing your awareness on one of your core senses each day is a way that you can expand them. Don't forget to incorporate your energy fields in the practice. In other words, know that they're there. Be aware of these fields around you and how they grow, how they expand with the exercises that you do. So this is a particular exercise you can use to build awareness within yourself. I love this one. I'm sure you've never heard of this one before. So I'd like for you to imagine, of course, colors. So we know the chakras are various colors, but this has nothing to do with the chakras, okay? I just want you to start becoming aware of certain colors. So I'm going to mention a color to you, and I want you to see that color in your mind's eye and try to feel the color, feel the properties of the color, feel it emotionally, physically. And then what I want you to do is to take that color, bring it into the body, and just let that color sit in a particular part of the body. And you will not know why it goes there, but just let it go wherever it's going to go. And then I'll bring you through the end of it, okay? So the first color I want you to imagine is the color of red, okay? Red. Feel the red. I often say swim in that red color. What does it feel like? What does it look like? How does it feel with you? Bring it into the body and let that red color sit where it needs to within the body. Remember, colors have energy. Colors are vibrations. The next color is orange. Be aware of the orange color. Try to make it as bright as you can. Feel the color. Go inside that orange. It's different than the red. And now bring it into the body, the orange color, that vibration, and let it sit anywhere within your body it needs to, whether it's the foot, the leg, the back, anywhere it needs to, okay? Great. The next color I want you to imagine is the color of yellow. Bright yellow, like the sun. Bright, bright yellow light. Yellow color. Bathe yourself, swim in that yellow color. Feel that yellow color. See that yellow color. It becomes a part of you. Bring it into your body, into the physical vessel, and let it sit where it needs to go. Good. No explanation why, just let it go on its own. It knows. The next color is green. So visualize green. What does that feel like, green? Any shade of green is fine that you come up with. Don't worry about getting the shade right, just to green. See it physically, feel it emotionally. This beautiful green color. Green, as I look at nature. Nature all around us is green. Bring the green into the body and let it sit where it needs to. And let it sit where it needs to with the size it needs to. You might find that some colors are smaller in the body and some colors are larger. Good. It has its own intelligence. Let it do its work. Yes? We just have to open up. The next color to look at is blue. See, try to feel and physically touch the color blue. Open up your awareness to this vibration of blue. And see it coming into the body and going where it needs to sit in the body. Now you also may recognize that the colors go in different places in the body. There might be 3 greens or 3 oranges or 4 yellows or 3 blues. So that's fine too. So don't worry about getting that right. Again, it has an intelligence. It knows. This vibration knows. Okay. The next color is a purple. Try to feel and sense purple. Make it as big as you can. What reminds you of purple? An eggplant, purple. Bring that purple into the awareness of the body. Just bring in that vibration and sense the subtle differences between those vibrations, between each color. And let that purple vibration sit in a part of the body that it needs to go. Great. So general definition, if you will, these different colors. So wherever you find red in the body, it usually means that you need to bring more movement into that part of your body. It needs to become more alive, okay? If there's an orange somewhere in the body, look to where that's sat, and that orange needs to be more open emotionally, okay? You need to feel more in that part of your body. Sometimes we shut down various parts of the body, even different organs and different muscles. There's stiffness or there's arthritis or whatever it might be. So orange is helping you to recognize that you have something going on there and it needs to be opened up and explored on an emotional level as well. Now see where you have yellow, because yellow is a really good one. I love yellow. Okay. So wherever yellow sits in the body, this is where you need to use more power of yourself. Believe in yourself more. Believe that you can do, maybe there's a certain part of the body that's your knee, which is needing healing. Maybe the yellow goes there because yellow is vitality. Yellow is strength. So it's bringing strength. It's also helping you to recognize and remember your God force energy you can use for that part of the body that needs that strength, that needs your power at that part. Okay. The color green, lovely color green, it sits in the body. That color green is where you need to show more compassion, more love, more balance, and more harmony to that part of the body. Something may be out of whack. Something may be imbalanced, not in harmony. So you need to bring harmony to that part of the body. It could also be the emotional part of yourself. We find that many times if there's, let's say, an argument or a disruption in the energy field because of something you did or didn't do or words you said, the green light will help to bring back that balance. The next color is blue. So blue, where did blue sit in the body? So blue is a color of expression, of believing in yourself. Just see where you need to open up more of that part of the body, acknowledge that part of the body. It needs to be expressed. So let's say it's part of the leg. Maybe tap that part of the leg, bring more energy there. The blue, that space the body needs to express. There might be some energy that's blocked up there. Open it up with tapping. Great way to open up that space. So blue tells you you need to express that space. That part of the body needs your attention. It wants to sing out to you, okay? Purple. Now purple is really, if it's wherever it stops in the body or where you find a lot of it, is believing in self. It's believing in your highest calling. It's really having that awareness that you're not the body. So you might have gone to where there's a pain in the body or something was disturbing in the body. It's there to help you recognize and remember that you are indeed a divine being and that this purple represents the bigger part of you, that aspect of your soul that is so much more than the physical body. Remember, the physical body is a very small part of our soul. I often say it's 20% of the soul. 80% is out of the body, 20% is in the body. So that's what that means. And I'll go more in depth later on in a healing course that I'm doing, which I'll tell you about soon. The third key is, of course, gratitude. Gratitude is important. It opens us up to higher levels. I practice gratitude every morning when I wake up. I have gratitude for being up another day. It opens up the heart field, the heart center, the emotional center, the nervous system. The key to a successful gratitude practice is to start small. Don't do big, just small. Simple gratitude for waking up, for where you are today. Focus on your heart and allow your heart to sing. Feel grateful. Feel the heart energy. Maybe a specific person you want to send love to. That's great. Or a place you want to send energy to from your heart. Let your heart bring out the gratitude. And when you are ready to allow your heart to see the object of your gratitude, whether it's a person or a place, then you can start hearing the object of your gratitude. Hear what they would say. So if it's a person, you'll hear how they respond when you send gratitude. Just in your head. It's fine, don't have to talk to them. And when you're ready to smell the object of your gratitude, right? Then touch the object of your gratitude. And now taste the object of your gratitude if you're able to. So anyway, you can use that heart-loving energy of gratitude for the 5 senses. It will increase the body and the energy fields. You know, when you use the heart energy, you radiate with gratitude. People pick up on that because it goes beyond, of course, the physical, and it goes to the energetic bodies. So in a way, you're expanding this wonderful sense of yourself through gratitude practice. You're opening this field up, opening up these colors, opening up your light. And people recognize that. People share that. People will pick up on it. And they'll be better off because they picked up on it from you. Because you're showing them what to do just by you doing it. So as a healer, here's another technique that I sometimes use with clients that you can share with your clients, and something maybe you can tune yourself to. There are some people you'll find that immediately you'll be able to pick up on this. Others you won't be, but immediately you'll be able to pick on some people this way. So when you see the client, when the physical being is right there, try to create their energy body. Try to see them as an energy form, whether within that physical or to the side of physical, an energy form. What that energy can be is just soft light, and make it in the shape of their body. And just become aware with your imagination of making this energy body. So you see them not only from the physical, but you're seeing them energetically. You can use your imagination, that's fine. It opens up the key. So you see the energy body. Then when you see the energy body, within that energy body, within that light colors, maybe a light white or steamy colors there, you'll see then different concentrations of what I call blotched energy, just stagnant energy sitting in a different part of their energy body. Now that's really interesting because that is almost like an X-ray to them. And then it's kind of like I can diagnose in a way what's going on energetically with them. And then what you do is you ask your client, do you have a problem in the shoulder? Has there been a little problem back here? So I'm sensing that there might be some buildup of some energy there that's concentrated. Try it out. You have to practice with it. And again, we're not medical doctors, but we certainly can feel and sense energy. And the more you do that, the more you have patience with it and try it over and over again, have fun with it, the more successful you'll be. So that's another fun one for you. So these are all techniques you can use to unlock your natural own healing energy. Or if you work in the healing arts, you can share them with your clients. It's all about sharing. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just one small part of a 3-part training series I'm doing to teach you how to unlock your natural spiritual healing abilities. Please comment in the section below and let me know which technique spoke to you the most. And let me know what colors you got, where you put your colors, where they ended up in the body, and what you found out that they meant to you. I'd love to know. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll be teaching you the principles you need to know to create a healing environment and atmosphere for yourself and also for your clients.